Test, test. Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe, and this is Work Hasn't Resources, Soviet Republic Season X. The steel mill sector is effectively ready to go for us. If we have a look around, stuff is built, the Nopal flats over there are actually full, and I have to expand here, and there's some organizational things to figure out, and then a small crisis is about to brew that we need to fix, but nothing too major yet. And I'm sure I will have to move a couple vehicles around here and there, and then we can start talking about the new plan, because it is 2012. Well, hold on to your horses. We have the coal ships. The first two coal ships have arrived. There's another one coming in just a little bit. So this is fine. They're doing what they're supposed to do, unloading everything they have into a big thing. And this is disappointing, because I only see one of the conveyor belts actually doing something, so that's lame, but good to know, I guess. Oh, well. I guess this is just one. Oh, there's just one conveyor engine over here, and this one is already full, and it's just pushing it forward into the next load, and yeah, that's fine. The helicopters are doing the thing that they're supposed to do. That's wonderful. The construction offices here are doing the things they're supposed to do, so that's good. As you can see, it looks like we have just about enough snowplows to handle what we want to handle in this area, so that is nice. And I did add a couple buses and locations, and I think I added these footpaths over here to actually access the waste separation section thing, because there's a little bit of ash sitting that we have to do something with eventually. Yes, the fuel tankers have arrived because we needed fuel for our ships. What else? This is a construction bus that's probably dropping off people for here, because why not? Yeah, there are 50 people there. And then I do have... Oh, I really like the look of these. Look at these guys. Let's see if we can get them close enough with a little bit of bright light. Those guys just look cool. This looks great. These are the 500-seaters. I have 3 of them available to run here. I'm not 100% sure if we actually have them running yet, but they are responsible for getting in here into the end station up there, and well, doing the thing that they're supposed to do. That's the other one just leaving into the station, and winter is over. People are relatively happy. Traffic jam, I am not happy to see that, so just click on that notification right away. And yeah, this, I was tinkering with things just a little bit, and oh, this is much worse than I thought, because you're just taking a really stupid route. What is your problem? Why would you take to the same one? There's absolutely no reason for you to do that. Can I send you away? Yes, I can send you away. Why would they end up trying to go to the same platform and then block everyone else? You don't even want to go there. You want to go to the next platform. That is even worse. You're one of the T815s, and I don't even know, what is that? You are garbage truck. Okay, you would like to get some garbage facilities. Yeah, that was weird. There's no reason why you should go to the same thing, but I'm glad I clicked on that notification, because that would have shown up for a while. Oh, I did something else. There are a bunch of things that I have to fix here. The first thing I have to fix is move a bunch of these KMZ 5410s all the way out to here. Obviously, someone, a viewer, much appreciated, pointed that out about 10 episodes ago, and I just remembered it, because this distribution office is effectively supposed to be a helper to this distribution office, and as you can see, this distribution office is hopelessly overloaded, so giving it another 12 units may help with, you know, all the things that they have to do. We'll see how that goes, but that is happening now, at least. This is all relatively empty, which should probably give us a little bit of cause to be worried. This is just refrigerators. This is 18 wagons. I think this is a good indicator for us to start building a couple extra of those. So let's hop down here to make sure that actually happens. We are relatively full on these trains. Also, this locomotive that we have sitting there, oh, this is something else we have to fix. Like, fix really bad. We have some flatbed, some open wagons sitting here. That's nice. I want some... Oh, apparently I don't have a blueprint yet. Can I get a couple ones from here? Yes, 44 tons. Not the open hoppers. They're cute and all, but... Oh, I could switch my hoppers over to the right hoppers. Oh, that'd be cool. There's an open hopper. That's just crops and plastic, not interesting. Crops and plastic, still not that interesting. Boxcar, 71 tons. This is what I want. Give me like a handful of these right after this one. How many do we want? I don't know how many we want, but that will be the next vehicle that we need, because you just saw those distribution offices. They were pretty low on those vehicles, and that's not super helpful. You're still producing, so that should be okay. Great. What, where, how? We're at 75% happiness. Our cities are relatively full. This one we can probably... No, we're still just sitting at 32% productivity. And yes, I will add another power plant, and we talked about this before. This is because I am maxing out the power lines already that are currently connected to this thing. They are totally expandable at the end. Because, yeah, we have we have three more. We have three more power lines to connect here. The power production is there. It's more the capacity and the overload of the power lines that I have available. And I did not try or want to make sure that everything is maxed out. There are a couple that are yellow. That's good. All the ones that are green, I can add a lot more stuff to, which we will. But I also don't want to run into the situation where I'm completely overloaded, because that would be bad. Anyways, I bought this, built this distribution office. This is supposed to do the next thing. The next thing is we have some prefab panels now, and we have some cement coming in here because I have 1 or 2 buses, bring a couple workers here every once in a while. They're more than enough to do whatever I need to do here. I just have to set up the rest of the network to actually move this stuff around, export it, stop importing it, and move it to all the appropriate places, which part of that is here. And part of that is somewhere else. So a lot of things going on at the same time, which is exactly where I want to be very honest. But it just takes a little while to get all those things up and running. Good. Over here, these guys are just doing a little bit of work. And honestly, I wasn't going to, but I don't know why I'm waiting. I'm not waiting on anything. I just would like the other buildings all to get done. Same thing over here. How you get those done? And helicopters, you can help with this as well. And then let's just see if we can get the construction office to convince that, yeah, this is all electrified, because I was being impatient. As usual. Nothing new there. Can I click any buttons here? Yes, I can click all the buttons there. That one's already assigned. This one will come relatively soon, and that's fine. I did set up sewage and water for all of these guys, and looks like you already have a splitter. You have a sewage pipe. There's a sewage pipe over here. Yeah, everything is nice and dandy. There's some water and some sewage also running to heat and waste, in case you were curious about that, which you may or may not have been. This is obviously turned on. We are getting our university that's being built as fast as possible, and everything else. I did reduce the number of workers that we had in them, because at this point we only have barely 2,000 people living in the city. We can probably figure out how many exactly if I actually just let this one get built. But we also are in a situation where our construction offices are relatively loaded. I don't want them to be this loaded, which I'm just using the helicopters to ease that pressure a little bit, but they're doing what they're supposed to do. So let's set up a couple things, because we're relatively close. I still need this to actually complete the rail in between, and that's going to just take a little while until I'm able to do that, but I think we will survive. It looked like these guys may not be assigned yet to the construction office, so let's help with that. But eventually we can actually signal this up and things can run more smoothly. But for right now, I would just like a little bit of iron to get delivered here, because we do have trains dropping off people there, because every once in a while I want some firefighters available. The problem right now is because we don't have a full loop, and I haven't set it up so that we have a crossover anywhere here. You can just put a crossover in here. These trains go all the way down to the view to turn around in the iron ore loop, and that's not super helpful. Can you just do a loop here and then eventually just destroy it? No. This turn is way too tight, buddy. Okay. You could do one here. You could do one here. This is probably the easiest one to do a full loop-de-loop. And the loop-de-loop really just has to do this. Then they will be able to get back and do all the things that I need them to do, and then we don't have this enormous extra travel distance that is really completely unnecessary. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get that one built. Tell them this is highest priority. talk to our rare construction crane user. We'll simply go home, but first I want to talk to your boss. Rare construction office, there you go. Click this button, Control H sends it home and speeds up all the other trains in the area. And the fuel train, you're empty. That is concerning because this is not full. I don't know if you're empty because we don't have any more fuel left or if you're empty for other reasons. Let's go check it out. You are full, you are full, you are full, you are full. I think we are in a place now where we need a fuel distribution office. Right here would be great, right behind this guy. So actually to just send it out whenever on demand. Obviously that's not really possible right here, so it would have to come from that side. We could be up here, we could be over here. There's way too much power line interference. I do want to build one though, because it should make my life easier. Because I can probably get by without buying any extra tankers. More trains are always cool and some dedicated lines are also cool, but if the train right now runs at 720 tons all the time and is empty most of the time, I think that is a good indicator for that train is already maxed out. So now I need a completely new line to handle more, which is just a new train, or I just have a distribution office with 4 or 5 engines and they will handle what I have much better. So let's see, how can I finagle you in here? Because there is an option. That road is kind of in the way. We could, if you can connect into this rail, that wouldn't be the worst solution for, can't really call this a problem, but this is not really the best situation that I've put myself in. But that's fine. F2, can you show me something? Just anything? You don't really want to play ball here. It's going to be a little ugly, but there's really no traffic that I have to worry about in this area, so we may as well see if we can make that happen. Terraform, guys, come out of your holes, put a little dirt down, and see if we can make a connection that is reasonable. Whatever connection you make here is not reasonable because all you're going to do is be able to turn right or left, but not both. Don't do that. Where is fire station? Yeah, we made a little mount there, but that's fine. Where's fire station? Fire station is here. It was out of fire trucks, but I think you saw that. I think just in line with these guys will be fine. You can even put one on the opposite side of here if you can get a reasonable enough connection. I think we can if we move those signals. Okay, let's move those signals and see if we can get a reasonable enough connection here. Signal 1, signal 2, rail connection as close to there as possible. Crossing not allowed. We're a little too close for comfort. There's one. Okay, so we can definitely get a connection in here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we can get a connection. So now let's see if the rail distribution office wants to play ball. Where are you going to do this? Probably like this. Get like a little bit in line with what's already here. Not 100% sure that this is a perfect solution, but it will get us where we need to go. If I can make this kind of straight, that will be cool. Yes, we can definitely do this. Because this guy does not care about the slope. The slope is like right at the end. I don't like saying like. I realize that I've said that now several times across several videos, and every time I do, I die a little bit inside. I'm not kidding. That's good. That's good. And let's get these guys just connected to where they need to be. That's good. You, I'm pretty sure, can probably connect into this distribution office pretty easy, which then means this is going to be without any signals. That's not really what you want. No, it is not what I want, because then what's happening is what we're seeing right now, because we don't have any extra signals. Okay, what you can do, and I think that's what you should do in this case, otherwise you will really run into issues with traffic here, is ignore the south direction. Don't worry about that at all. Just connect straight into the main line instead. And then we should still have a very easy... We should... Let's see here. Let's change our angle a little bit. And there's a signal going that way, and here's a signal going that way. Perfect. Yeah, this is what we want. Get that one connected, and I would be surprised if we can't manage to get a road connection somewhere in here that doesn't even have to be decent. It just has to connect us to some part of the road here. Fire extinguished, that's the message that I want to see. It looks like there's already a road connection right here. We sometimes have a train parked in between here, so I don't actually want to go in between there because that will make it hard for service trucks like fire trucks, etc., maintenance trucks to get in there. So let's just get this connection. That looks good. Construction office. I don't even need construction office 4. I just need to make sure that this guy's actually constructing all the things that I wanted to construct, which it looks like it's doing a wonderful job. And in this case, it's actually going to be beneficial to electrify this right away because all of these pieces are short, very short. So the rail construction should be able to handle this relatively easy. Can you go? Yeah, you already got assigned to this. Looks like there are no signals on that side. Yeah, we'll figure that out later. It'll be good. And then construction office 5, I think you're the one that I would like to come out here. And then number 4, no, number 4 is helping with steel. We're not going to move that, but this will primarily be fuel centered. Is there a better place to put the fuel one? I mean, closer to here, but there's no emergency service connected anywhere out there. I could go on the other side of the rail here, maybe even right there, but look at this. That's all mountainside. I mean, over here probably could fit, but I think right there is fine. It will do what I need it to do. No harm, no foul. So, continue with that. I would hope that the rail distribution office over here got completed now, but it really didn't. And I would also hope... Should I just add a couple large rail construction cranes? Because it really feels like we don't have enough. I think that is something I should totally do. Where are you going? You're going to Unfinished Road Rail 2. Crossing over there. You're not crossing in here. That's a little sad. Because I can't put any vehicles in here yet. And I need cement and open, like, stake cars. Stake cars, I have a bunch made. I don't have any extra cement ones, and I think the way that the rail connects here should mean that anyone that returns can get into the rail distribution office or out, and everyone that comes in can go to any of the connections here with the crossing, so there's just a little overload there. I think it was kind of clever. It's probably not the best or the worst thing in the world, but that should all be okay. So, we're full of coal now. Cool. Rail distribution office is still doing its job. Great. I spent an hour and a half already playing without you guys, and I just felt like it was time to come back. You could argue that there's more time that I could have spent away, but it's that time. It's really that time. We need a couple vehicles there. I have my trash trucks here. Technical service office, which should have, yeah, a couple of these buildings already in range. That looks good. You wouldn't be able to get trash from these guys, though, so let's add a large container for this. It's part of it, right? You always have to forget that the firefighters also would like a trash compactor thingamabob, and, well, there you go. Now they have one. Buildings on fire. Sometimes I get twitchy when I see these. Sometimes I don't care. You get helicopters from the, well, not construction office, but from the helicopter office out here. So they're doing what they need to do. How's this? That road makes sense. Yep. There's a lot of what? Bio-waste sitting here. Okay. Where do you bring your bio-waste? You have 11 out of 20. And you're probably not assigned to the best one. I have to set up bio-waste better because just the way that it's running right now is just not working good enough. And our trains are always semi-full, so yeah, I do need a fertilizer plant. Just to make sure that I can always transport bio-waste somewhere and transport fertilizer somewhere else. Otherwise, they just go crazy. How are you doing? Yeah, you're going down. You're going down. This one's always half empty, but look how many vehicles drive here. I'm not terribly surprised that this is the way it's currently going. This one still seems to be doing what it's supposed to do. People in here are 79% happy. That's good. You guys are good. Great. What should we tackle next? Just a couple things. I need a place to put my rail vehicles because my things are starting to get full. One of them is here, and this one is actually too short because I cannot add another vehicle on this train, and this train is supposed to be my iron train, and 648 tons is not enough for me. I want the long train, which would have to go here, but this one is currently full with locomotives and certain other things that I have to move around a little bit. It's probably going to be worth it if you... Yeah, you don't like that, didn't you? It's probably going to be worth it if I send the train that I have down there and then another one out there, because we already have a locomotive sitting here. Yeah, let's do that. You guys can go to the longer depot, and then we can actually start the iron transport. Is this enough hopper cars? That I don't know. Is this the big American hopper, or is this still a an Eastern hopper? I am honestly not sure. I want to talk to you, and I would like to talk to you. Send you down to this depot, and do not get rid of your wagons when you arrive, please. I think that would be cool. There's no more room, it says. Okay, too bad. Cool. Let's see. Which wagons are we producing? Because now I'm very curious. We are the Czech hopper, 72 tons. Is the NATO one much bigger? 92 tons. Yes, it is a lot bigger. Okay, this is going to be the new open ore hopper moving forward, because we do have the money, so we're going to spend it. This money is just iron ore. It's just iron. We're not exporting iron ore. That's a lot. There are vehicles. There is this. We have a couple new wagons coming in. Good. Let's build something where these guys can park that doesn't burn down right away. That's the important thing here, because this will be the rail storage for all of those guys when I need something. You know what the problem with that is? They have to be a depot. It cannot be a storage. You know what the problem with that is? Bringing anything to a depot is a pain, because the thing that delivers it always stops going, and it's just wrong. it's so wrong. Can I really not? No, you don't like that. Okay, how about you go there? Yeah, we're just gonna do this. Maybe I send a diesel train down there? I don't really want to. Can I get... I can't mix them. Great. Ah, boy. This is just silly. I just want one really long locomotive. Why is that so hard to accomplish in the current situation? I can't even store these wagons anywhere. The wagons don't decay. Only locomotives decay. But I don't think a locomotive that's in a range of other locomotives is actually considered for the replacement. I think they have to be singled out. That one I'm not sure about. Maybe someone can do a test on that, but it's just wrong. But we did just get a little bit of extra room, so I can send this guy all the way to that location, and then we can actually turn on iron. I need a lot more hoppers, so that has to happen, and I need to move these guys. The covered hold somewhere. It looks like you... Wow, there's another one of these sitting here. Cool. Can you get out? Because this one takes up way too much room. It actually stops production more often than I want to count, so let's move you. Okay. Yes. Let's do... Find a place. Oh, this is bad again. I don't want these guys to park here, because when they park, people actually get unhappy because they get less stuff done. So we're just going to say you're only half full. We're gonna get rid of one of these again. I did add one or two of the blue ones, and apparently that was still too much. I'm sure it's the number of stations that you have plus one is the max number of vehicles that you can really fit there because of the loading and unloading times. Everything is fine. Cool. First things first, we have a dry bulk distribution sitting out here. That's important. This dry bulk distribution, I don't think has... Oh, it has this one already assigned to it. Good, and it's blue, which means that is a source. Perfect. We will rename this to Republic Cement. Cool. So anyone that goes here will have that name, and I know that that's where we get our Republic Cement from. That's very important. Which also means the cement that we have down here will eventually... We don't need anymore, but we have a couple vehicles that come down here to get their... to get stuff replenished, and we will keep replacing vehicles. Not vehicles, but buildings. Maintaining vehicles. Maintenance. That is the magic word. So So they're down here, which just means the view distribution office no longer has to come down here for pickup, and I'm doing it this way so I can actually find it. I will only bring it down here for drop-off. That's not the same connection, though. It's not? Okay, I think you have to scrap the idea that you had in your head unless you re-evaluate every... It's just magically a small distribution office. It has 4 of these trucks sitting at. Okay. This is not a factory connection, so I think I'm out of luck. And this connection is a one-way in, but not an out. Can I get an out? No. Not like this, but if you move the road a little bit, you may have a chance. If you move the road, you may also lose a couple other things, which this reminds me of something else that I want to do. But luckily these were dirt roads, so let's see. I can definitely get you in there. Okay, this will be helpful, even... Well, I'll just move it around, maybe. I am not sure. Can you go through there? Can you go through there? Can you go through here? Can you go anywhere? Would you like to go anywhere? Would you want to do something? We actually don't need this connection anymore, so that could be a giveaway. I don't want to do a tunnel here. A tunnel is wrong, but yeah, this connection is no longer required because I'm actually going to tell my cement ship, which is not this guy. Where's my cement ship? Cement export. Let's find you. To no longer come here. Cement export ship. Yes. Don't go to Magically Harbor anymore. Thank you. Cool. Got rid of you. So we can build that and we can get a road connection in here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no problem. If we destroy this, and we will no longer use this for any cement behavior, I think that is fine. Do we have a demolition office? Yes, we do. Which also means we have a construction office for this one, so give this a couple minutes and then we just move things around, and now we have one less ship to worry about coming down here. That should be a good thing. You guys seem to be busy. That is also a good thing, and the office there is doing something and you're blocking everyone. I don't like that, but we only have a couple more pieces of rail that need to be constructed here, and that's all good. I do need a couple rail construction cranes. I just don't have enough. How many do I need? I don't know, but if we can just build them here. I don't think I have one available on the western side. No, I don't. I have to go over here. Click that button, click this button. Don't click cargo wagon, click track builder, and see that we have this one available. 43 million. That's not cheap. That's not insignificant at all, but there's just no track builders over on this side, so autosave. Don't crash me. Thank you. Get this one and build I feel 1, 2, 3. If you build 10 of these, I should be fine, and then we go back to the class 243 and we can figure all of that out. You did not find a place where you're going to put all your locomotives. True. Again, it has to be a place that is fire protected. What is the closest fire protection to here? I don't think it's close enough. Like, there's no fire protection like shown there. What am I looking for? There's a fire protection right here, which means this... Actually, I have a different plan for that. Okay, well, don't touch it. Okay. Over here, that's all power lines. You can't really do much there. Over here, you don't really have good road access to anything out here. Back here is not terrible. There's a fire station right here. So back here is probably going to be our easiest connection to rail. Okay. How do we want to do this? Do you want to rely on the loop that you have by just going through the whole endeavor out there? No, I think I want a simple T-junction. Nothing complicated. So let's start with that. T-junction here. And I'm making this tight because this one can be very, very slow. I don't like how I did that at all. Start out here and connect to that thing and make it relatively straight. Like straight is a strong word. 90 degrees. Yes. There are 2 of these. And then 2 of these. Yes. And yes. Good. That's the start that we wanted. Now, this can connect obviously to everything in the Republic, and we just need to split out where we want things. What things do we want? I think what I'm gonna do is give myself a couple vehicle storages, large ones, obviously. And I would really like to keep them in the area here, but These may be too big to actually use here. I would like to not use that space because I still think that's a good spot for a helicopter, for an airport down the road. So if I can save those, I would like to save those. We don't have an excavator out here? Really? Are you kidding me? I know that we had one at some point. Probably should put one there. But what are these for? These are purely for storing wagons. And what I'm going to do is actually go do the thing that I did with the trash connectors, which is just connect these. So I only have to go to the middle one to drop off and pick up. Then we can just fill the whole thing up all the time and not have to worry about too many things besides actually selecting what goes in there. So that's the first one. Cool. We're just going to put wagons here. Is this many going to be enough? Probably, because anything that doesn't fit here I will probably just export anyway. So I'm not terribly worried about that. And this is going to be mostly for the next time I want to add a lot of hoppers or a lot of box cars or a lot of refrigerators or any of those things. I can throw them here because we still have industries that we haven't even started yet. Like, we just got prefab panels going, and there's more. So I think 4 is good. We can go with that, and then let's see where we can put a bunch of large rail depots that have decent connections. I don't hate this idea. Now, we can't put as many connections in here, and these are not drivable. You cannot drive through these depots, which means probably this makes more sense. You still need an excavator in this spot if you want to do that. You know what? We're going to get one. Also, this thing is either burned down or has always been burned down, or I don't even know what's going on with that, but it has to be replaced. Construction offices, do we have a free one available right now? It looks like one more is ready. Cool. Plop you right there and get some excavators from our excavation team, which will be over here. Are you an excavator? You look like an excavator. Same as you. Move 4 of you out to the slot, and then we can actually do the earth moving that we have to do. Great. While they're doing that, I can tell you the other thing that I need to do today, which is looking at our numbers. We are 40% higher educated, which leaves 60% lower educated, and I don't hate that number, but at this point I feel like it's a little low, and I'll show you why. It's a little low because when I look at my numbers here, it is, I mean, out of 20,000 people, well, 25,000 people to be fair, but out of 20,000 people, almost half, this is 40%, this is 46, this is a good representation. Only 8,000 are university educated. Now they want less electronics, but most of the time my universities look like this. They are way overflowing all the time. I even maxed this one out, but I would, well, maybe government loyalty is a little too low. Maybe we can set this to 50%. What's our average? Maybe I can help with that. Yeah, we have 59%. So if I set my average here to 50 and my average here to also 50, we should get more loyal people out of this. But if we follow any of these guys, highly recommend doing this. So my education level right now is 1.53. Cool, they upgraded a little bit. Loyalty is good. They have everything that they need. They even, like, they get all the support that they want. The thing that I will be worried about is the next day. Do they go back to the university? And I think the answer most of the time is they probably will go work. And I should have probably clicked on a couple more people than this, but this is the best debugging tool in this game, hands down. Just follow your people around, figure out what they want to do, and then you're only 16. That's also interesting. But then you have to figure out what's next. So what are you going to do? You're going to do walking. Ooh, you are going to university right away. Are you too young? This is better than I expected. I expected Karyavina to go out and do her own thing and go work, but obviously she did not. How about Mishelov? Mishelov, where are you going? Your education level is also normal. Your free time hasn't started yet. There's always a delay in the free time, in case you're wondering. But yeah, where are you going? And maybe click on like 1 or 2 other people so you can actually see a good comparison. So these were all in the university today. Their education level is actually good and increasing quite a bit. So maybe I don't have to do anything. It's a small thing that I looked at and was just like, 40% feels a little low. I would like to be closer to 50%, but maybe this is just fine. Maybe these numbers are just fine. I can tell you how I would want to fix it. Just add a couple dorms. A couple dormitories near universities will take care of almost everything. The problem is sometimes you have to add shopping centers and other things as well. The dormitories allow people to concentrate on school every single day until they have reached the education level that you desire, and that can be helpful. Let's see here. What are you doing? You're doing free time again. You're doing free time. You're doing free time. So all of you guys are doing the same thing. What is Timoshenko doing? Timoshenko is walking to the tram stop. Where are you heading though, buddy? I really don't know. I hope you would look for university, but I don't know. Maybe they're doing exactly what I want them to do. Maybe they're not. So you're on the tram. You're going to. You actually changed your thought there. It was like number 4, and now it's number 7. But that's fine. How many stops is that? I really don't know. Wasn't this one? No, it is this one. You are getting off. Where are you? Where are you going? You are now going to the university. So maybe I don't need anything. Maybe 40 and 60 is fine. I know those are the numbers that I usually preach, but I felt like they were a little low. And when I look at my population statistics, I also felt like they're lower than I want them to be. But maybe it's just because we had so many deaths and people running away from the different cities that this is just a side effect of that. Just in general, it's the line looks a little flat if you look at it. Like, yeah, I wish this would stay open. Oh, it does stay open. Cool. The line looks a little flat here. It's really the problem for 2011. So it's we got to keep an eye on this. I may have to force more people to go to the university and do the things that we want them to do. But for right now, maybe I'm just overreacting. Let's just go with that. They're probably fine. What are you doing? You are building the first EDK. That's great. You're building the box cart. That is fine. And our excavator should have arrived right here. I'm not even building steel yet. We don't need money, so I don't have to worry about that right now, right? Right. Good. Too much talk? Yeah, probably. Talk to you. This one, oh, the good thing is for these, there's barely ever a reason to have multiple lines going into these depots. I really just need the outermost line, and they can figure out the rest, so this should be fine. And then what do you want to do? You just want to flip them around and see if you can get a decent road connection in here and then stagger them the opposite way. I don't think the opposite way would work because then your rail will not have a good connectable anything, so that's not gonna give you what you want. Okay, this one, as long as this road connection can go somewhere, should be okay, but I don't think I really like that. I think this for the last connection over here may be more appropriate. So let's try that. Okay. Let's get some rail connections out here, and all they have to do is eventually... There we go. Really? It doesn't even let me do any terraforming here. I know that we have excavators. So let's try that again. It's just the city... Oh, not the city. It's the building to rail connection, maybe. So let's try this. No. Yes. Why not? Oh... This building over here is interfering just a little bit, so what are we going to do there? You have to go further out with your rail. Okay. If we go further out with the rail, just a little bit, like to here, and then run closer to the mountain, how's that feel? At least lets us do the thing. And I feel better about that. I still don't like how this angle looks up here, so let's try to make that a little better. Number 5. Right construction. There we go. Now we have something that we can work with. Great. That's the first one. Just to make my life easy, how about we do 2 connections for every single one? They don't... Like, there's nothing special about this. All these have to do is just connect us, and then we're good. So you just snap into there, go over here. You would snap into here somewhere, ideally Nice and straight. Very good. You would snap over here. Also nice and straight. Very good. And very good. Obviously, I could cross them over here somewhere, but nah. You guys. I did boast earlier that I don't have to get a full connection, so I don't want to get a full connection. It's just going to be you and you. And then I'm just going to have a loop-de-loop. Nope. I'm not going to have a loop-de-loop there, but we can have a loop-de-loop here, and let's make that reasonably sized that there's an entrance. The entrance would be on the right, and the exit would be on the left, so you would just come back. That's the wrong one. You would just come back right here. Yes, and that's fine. So that one goes in, that one goes out. That's all taken care of. Wonderful. Quick road connections. I was a little worried about this. Okay, how are you going to fix that? I know I'm going to fix it. We're just going to take away the second rail for pretty much every piece of track that we have here because it's not really necessary. It makes my life a little easier if they can all find the destination that I need them to go to, but it's not the end of the world if they don't. But that one goes there, that one goes there. This one has a longer one. Crossing not allowed. Come on. F4 for anti-snapping. Alright, you just wanted a really long piece, and then we're gonna leave that one alone. That one looks pleasant enough. Okay, can you get these out of here? Yes, yes we can. You can go there, you can cross here. You can probably cross there if we allow you to. Okay. And that's already what we needed on this side. Okay. 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 Any more okays? Okay. Get you out this way. You can maybe be our main line that gets connected to something. How are we connected here? This is just a dirt road right now, but maybe we can do something a little more sophisticated. No. This one's fine. And you go on there. Do we need power? No. We don't need power out here. There's nothing that needs to be produced. We don't need water. We don't need anything. We just need this all to exist, and then we need to electrify all of this as well. I'm just going to do that right away because I don't want to think about that down the road. That all feels good. The signals will just make it really slow if you allow this to be built like this. Okay, if the signals make this really slow, we're just going to add another crossing right here. That crossing is really just so that the... Where's my dot? Oh, F4, I didn't have snapping on. This crossing is really just so the construction trains can actually get in here and do the thing that they want to do. But this should all be fine. Let's build that. And let construction office 6 do their thing. And just start building there. Construction office, rare construction over here. You can do the rest. I would like you to start with these guys. Then work your way up to any of these that you like. Good. Cool. You're doing awesome. We could use the helis for that, but I don't think that's necessary. Up here. There we go. Want to at least double this train, so we have about 1,500 tons, and then we can start delivering a little bit of iron, and that's exciting. Talk to you. Yes, that's definitely not a line anymore, and we're going to have the first iron ore delivery to our steel mill, which just means you come down here. Definitely wait until loaded. And bring it all the way down here, even without everything else being done. And it's just a couple rails that are missing. Even without everything else being done, this should work. I will not let this one wait until unloaded here right now. No, you can, because this one's not supposed to be used by others. It's supposed to be used by the recycling industry now, so you don't have a choice. Okay, you will not wait until unloaded. There you go, it's the electric train. Let's see how big this guy is. Almost 1,300 tons. Beautiful. Yeah, that's a proper length train. I like it. This may even need a double header. This could have an appropriate double header to double the power to pull this thing. But obviously I like what it's doing right now, so that is cool. Rail distribution office is almost done. How is this thing the only thing that is not done yet? That is a little annoying. Oh well. Maybe the rail hasn't been able to come out there? That does make sense. Where are you going? You're going... Oh, that's the last one that you're doing right now. Fine. Tankers. Do you want to get some extra tankers in? I kind of do, but I'm currently good on production here. And honestly, yeah, no, we're good there. We're good there. How is traffic down here? They're moving. Okay. If they're moving, they're happy. Ambulance not arrived. We are probably close to maxing out population right now. What are you guys still working on? This list is not as small as I expected it to be at this point. So what are you actually doing? These are just blue. You kind of are supposed to work on this, but what are you missing? You're missing gravel. No, you have gravel and asphalt. You need more concrete. Concrete doesn't have any workers, but I added a couple. I added a second line. Yes, that guy down here. Do you have any workers on board? You don't have any workers on board. How? Oh, I zeroed this one out. I zeroed both. The whole time I was here, I'm... lame. Very lame. You guys are doing what you're supposed to. You have a little bit of fuel on board. That's good, but I will send you to a different distribution office. It's the diesel one. Should you really have a diesel train running this, or do you want an electric train running? That's a great question. Okay, this one is done, so I can actually make that happen in just a minute. Let's move all the signals where they belong. You would come... Oh, come on. There we go. You would get out. You would get in. Out. Out. In. And... out. Out. Chain in. Block out. Just one more. Okay. And do we need the signal that is down here? That feels too short, but there are some trains where this actually will work. Well, but if you have that there, you're increasing the chance of blockage, which we really don't want. So yes, we're gonna move all of them. How about a couple of you, like 3? No, 4. We're gonna move 4 into this distribution office, and then we're gonna find the fuel train. Fuel train, where are you? You are fuel 1. No, that's a different one. That's assigned to distribution offices. That's not helping. This guy, yes. We only have 4 fuel loading and unloading stations right now, so I hope I can find all of them manually. Send you down here. 720 tons of fuel is probably not necessary, and this distribution office should be faster than what we've been doing so far. It would be helpful if one of you guys has one open slot available to bring some fuel down there. You do. Love it. Send you here. That feels good, and now we can assign our things. You need to load fuel from there every single time, and the first delivery zone is going to be right here. Very good. The second one should be the view. We only had 4 stations, right? I'm pretty sure we only had 4 stations. The view would be near the rail, right here. Very good. And you are also unloading there, and I would like you to unload to at least 60% every time, so I can run a couple smaller trains, which should speed us up a little bit in that area. So that is nice. And then the last one will be right here, also to unload, please and thank you. And that should start working in just a minute. Cool. Train-wise, we're good. This one is not assigned to anyone. Okay, we gotta fix that. Are you assigned to someone? Yes, you are assigned. Just a couple more pieces of rail, and then we can call this whole shebang done. Why is... It's just a tiny little piece of track there that was not assigned to anyone. Unfortunate. You can work on this side, and are you gonna do the thing that I want you to do? You're gonna go through there, and then this one, please? That'd be great. Can you do the thing? You... It's because I made it electrified too soon. I could have just waited until concrete is all done, but I didn't want to do that, so now I have to pay the price. That's totally fine. Technical service office, you're bringing all your stuff over here like you should. That looks good. Would you like to dump your metal? Your metal scrap has to go over here. I forgot about that. Metal scrap, yes. Come on, let me do my thing. This is going to be just metal scrap like that, and then we can assign this guy to do metal scrap here. Cool. Totally useful. This one needs a couple open, couple open hulls. And a couple open halts there. Where is our iron train? I would like to see how you're doing. You are half full. Why do you have gravel? No. And iron ore. Okay, I guess I set this one up a little wrong. Iron. Not iron ore, not anything else, just iron. Load iron every single time. It's not complicated, just do it. Yes, because we don't have a full loop done yet. A lot of trains are actually waiting here forever until the other trains clear out, but that will be set up soon enough. So no iron yet, but we're gonna get that soon. There's ash there. Let's just move a couple more of the flatbed trucks out to where they're required that we just saw. I want you to come up here. We have covered most of the map, but does it really feel like we covered most of the map? I really don't think we're close to that, but I'm glad that we are where we are at this point, honestly. Is there any waste that comes out of here? It's just bio waste, burnable waste, and such. Let's just turn a couple of these on and we will see what they actually produce into, because I have no idea at this point. It's very possible that it's mostly just human waste, like trash, human trash, that goes into those places, and that wouldn't be very exciting. But we're just gonna wait and see, like we always do. Got all those vehicles full. We don't have a train coming out here yet. We have this guy built. You don't have power. Okay, that's no problem, because that probably means that nobody here has power. Do you have power? No, you don't have power. Okay. Get me a power substation. Probably pointing this way. Sure, why not? And then run it somewhere where we can collect a little bit of power. How are we doing with that? One more. You have one extra available. Okay, that's all I really needed. You cannot run at that angle. Okay. Let's run you over here. And then this one is not going to run very long, so we're just going to double up for a short while. And I'm really hoping my construction office for this city is almost done with all their tasks, because I would like to start constructing on the line again. Because that city, as you probably saw earlier, is pretty much full. The 4 buildings that we have there are pretty much full, so I would like to expand that ASAP, if we can. We'll just see. But that should be fine. Buildings on fire, that is never fine. So many vehicles going somewhere. Oh, you're building this. Sure, that's fine. You can build this. Make sure that everyone is assigned to this guy. Buildings on fire. Where is it? The view, the shopping center, nobody does anything with right now, but looks like they're doing what they're supposed to do. How many workers do we have here? Not that many. And, oh, yeah, vehicles and trains and such. I really hate seeing that. I will probably just turn it into electrified rail at some point, because it's getting on my nerves. You will come out here. You will come out here. Chain signal, chain in, lock out. This will always be the same. I don't think I will ever change that. And then this one is a little more complicated, because we have to make sure that it can get out these ways. But this one is only to return to the distribution office when appropriate. And we can make our life a little easier if I just allow these to be two-way. Every once in a while they may be appropriate. These guys don't have signals yet. That is fine, because then we can just say chain, 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 and chain. That looks good. They're taking care of all of that. Let's go to our... There was just signal, so I don't have to build anything. I was like, why can I not click the button to build all the things? Down here, yes. Everything is built, effectively. We just have to connect them now, and then we can tell our distribution office to bring cement down to this area, and then we're back to the normal state. This is really just to supply the other buildings with cement that were already used to get cement from here. So magically railway dry bulk, loading, unloading, you get cement from here. No, you unload cement there, you don't load it. Okay, unload cement there, thank you. Cool. So that is taken care of. We have meat here. We have these guys driving around. Everything is relatively full. You are relatively empty. How are we doing on this area? Roads are being done. That's wonderful. It's just it's just a little slow. So helicopters, do you want to help build these things really quick? Yeah, I would love to. Cool. Reconstruction wise, this looks fine. Do you mind adding a quick helper here and a quick helper there? That's a little better. And now, yeah, we just need all of this. Oh, I just electrified it all right away. I did. That's going to cause this to take a lot longer. You can still undo it. It's okay. This will get done eventually. And eventually will be soon enough. How are we doing here? We have a lot of covered, and we have at least one of these. Send this one to the local construction office because that one is the one that's slow today. Then get a bunch of these cars and send them to the rail distribution office that currently needs it. I think we have some... Wow, I don't even have those trains sitting here. These locomotives. Oh, there's another one. Cool. Where should you go? You can go also here because right now there's a lot of construction that we need to take care of. And then give me 1 or 2 of these. See, this is one of those... I can show all of this or leave it. I understand it's semi-exciting every once in a while, but then it's definitely not exciting most of the other times, so it just has to happen somewhere. I don't like the super clicking all the time, but it is what it is, and we're gonna get over it. I do want hoppers out of this one. The flatbeds go to a specific location. Not the flatbeds, the stake cars. Which is the new distribution office. So the 2 trains that are just leaving here can go there. Here and there. Good job. Look at your use of words. And you guys need to come help down here. Let's do this. You, please load, but specifically load... Cargo wagons is not specific enough. I need you to load the yellow boxcar. That one. And then bring it to the distribution offices that we have out here. First go there, then go there if you can. There's a loop right there, so that should be fine. Cool. That's the first one. You can do that, and then eventually I'm going to snag that vehicle and send it somewhere else. The next one will be you. You have to come down here and pick up... Excuse me, game. Pick up the nice thing is they can actually... No, stop. They can actually pick up all of these because the loading area for these... for the vehicles is humongous, which is awesome. Makes life really, really easy to move this stuff around. It is the biggest one, so we're going to take that, and then you go over to this rail distribution office. This is going to be for prefab panels. They have to be distributed and moved around, so this one's going to do that. The question is, do I want to get the cement? No, the cement can stay here. The only thing I will add to this guy is to also, well... This is the Republic cement. Right now it's empty. Right now it's full. And it's going to be really hard to move things around here because this guy's supposed to pick up from here while it's full. What I really want is a secondary unit that picks up when it's at 50%, so I can export the overage, not the everything. So for that, I will need a couple more of the cement containers. How many more do we have? A handful. But when you're done with those, dry bulk. Okay, do you have a cooler one for the dry bulks over here? Just this one, which is not all that exciting, unless no, that's steel. That's steel. That's crops. That's more crops than the other side can do. But no, I don't see another cement tank, so we're probably just gonna do more of this at 55 tons. Cool. Yeah, you're just gonna switch over to that one when you're ready. I like it. That train is going to pick up a lot of stuff, and I'm actually going to, well, if I can assign you to this guy, no, you're already full. You are not full. You need one more vehicle. All right, do you have the same assignments as this side? No, you have one extra. That could be dangerous. Send you here. Are you handling food? You handle a little food because I know there are 2 boxcars, 2 box wagons already set up there. So that makes me feel good. They can go out there. You feel like I need to pause you because you always block traffic here. So we're going to do that. These guys look fine. Fuel looks fine. I know I'm out of time. This has to happen. These housekeeping episodes, you're not going to get it right the first time most of the time. I mean, you saw what happened to the iron drop off, but now we do have a little bit of iron sitting here. So all we need now is actually a couple vehicles to actually deliver the people that we need. Speaking of which, can I talk to you about more trains coming out of this area? Because there's at least 2 more waiting in here. There we go. Assign you to the same thing, and this should be enough to handle everything that I want. Waiting until that train leaves. And then leave. Cool. Thank you so much for watching. Much appreciated. Look at how many trains we have driving through here. This is just perfect. Perfect timing. It actually does get pretty busy, and I'm glad that everything works the way it does. That train just went through, and the vehicle train is just parking here. I don't love that, but there's someone in front of them, which is a passenger train. That's fine. It all works. Thank you so much for watching. Very much appreciated as always. Obviously, we're going to continue this. I'm not 100% sure what the next thing is that we have to do, but there are next things that we have to do eventually. Part of which is being worried about the year 2000 has passed, which means a certain thing is happening, and you can guess by the next episode what that is. Maybe put a comment down below and tell me why and what I'm talking about, if that made some sense. Cool. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.